Okay. Okay. So let us start now. Okay. So first of all, I would like to welcome all of you to this particular live session. This live session is going to be very, very important for all of you, those who are currently in your third year or second year of your graduation. Okay. So every year we conduct such type of sessions in which we try to make sure that maximum third year and second year students are aware of the most important thing for them, that is placement. Okay. So we create or conduct such webinars regularly, but this is our first webinar for the 2024 batch and the 2025 batch we are conducting this year. Okay. So those students who will be watching this video till the end, I am damn sure that you are going to get a lot from this webinar. Okay, you will get that all your queries we are getting on Instagram, WhatsApp, how to prepare, what to prepare, what is the roadmap, can I get into Amazon? There are a lot of questions. Even we had circulated one form where we had asked if you have got any queries which we need to clear in webinar. And there are a lot of queries where there I have tried to make sure that all those queries get cleared once I complete my webinar. Okay. So I think we are good to go, and let us come to the point. So this is going to be the agenda, not necessarily in the same order. Okay. So we are going to check how to start placement preparation, strategies and roadmap to prepare for placement, how to prepare for packages greater than 8 to 10 LPA, or maybe even for that matter, packages more than 15 or 20 LPA. That also we are going to check how you can prepare for product-based companies, how you can prepare for service-based companies, how you can prepare for core companies. Everything we are going to check. Okay. Latest skill expectation from companies, because what has happened is companies have changed their expectations from past few years. So the hiring which used to be in the years maybe 2015-16, that has changed a lot. And after COVID situation, things have changed a lot in the IT sector as well as in the core sector. Okay. How you can get various off-campus opportunities. I have seen many queries in my particular form. Students were saying companies do not visit my college. But after this webinar, I don't think that is going to be a question for you, because I'll be telling you like how you can understand what are the various off-campus opportunities. We are also going to check some details on what are the various rounds processes conducted by MNCs. Okay. So the thing which I would require from all of you is patience, because I'm going to go slow. I'm going to be going into deep into each and every point. So stay there. I think it is going to be a long session, and definitely a fruitful session for all of you. Before we start, I think many of the students don't know us. So let me just introduce myself. Okay. My name is Amit Prabhu. I'm co-founder of Talent Battle. So Talent Battle is a one-stop platform for placement preparation and upskilling. So students from more than 4,000 plus colleges use various services provided by Talent Battle. So we have got around 248,000 subscribers on YouTube, more than 4 lakh students registered on our platform, 15,000 plus successful placements. So this is not some exaggerated number. This is the real number. Okay. 2 lakh plus student followers on various social media handles. Our students are placed in most of the MNCs with packages ranging from 4 to 40 LPA. We are also partnered with TCS Ion, NCS Group, Bentley Systems, and 50 other companies for referring freshers to them. Okay. We are associated with 10 plus colleges for complete placement training and company specific training. So this is just to give you an idea about Talent Battle and who we are and what we exactly do, because many of the students don't know us. Okay. Okay. Now let us start. Okay. So now the chat box is enabled. Okay. So I will disable the chat box once I tell Ajinkya the chat box will be disabled, because I don't want any kind of disturbances for you to face, because some students will chat, you will ask questions. So instead of that, once I close down the chat box, just listen to what I'm saying. At the end of the session, I'm going to open the chat box for Q&A. So what has happened is we had circulated one form, and we had asked students about their queries. So generally, if you check, I have accumulated all the queries, and these are the aspirations of the students which have come forward. So these are the top 5 aspirations. Okay, aspirations as in student wants to get one of these 5. Okay, so what are these? So many of you are just aiming to get your first job. Whatever might happen, moment I complete my engineering, I want the first job to be there. I don't want to give load to my parents anymore. So I want to start earning immediately after my graduation. So that is the one type of student category. There is another category is like they want at least a job which would pay them around 7 to 8 LPA. They want to earn a decent 50-60,000 per month, and that is what they are expecting. And I think majority of the students are in category 2 and 1. Okay, now there will be some students who want to get into a dream job. Okay, they want a package of 10 to 30 LPA. They have seen a lot of YouTube videos, influencers coming in and telling that this student got placed with 30 LPA in Amazon, 40 LPA in Adobe. Okay, so those are the students who have got influenced by those and they want to get into 10 to 30 LPA package. Not impossible, definitely it's possible, but there is a method. Next, working in specific domains. So there are some students who don't want to get into IT. They are saying that we just want to get into our own branch core company. And there are some students that they are saying they are from IT, but they want specifically to work in data science. They want to specifically work in AI and machine learning. They want to work only in cybersecurity. Okay, and then there are some companies who want to then there are some students who want to work in specific companies. I have seen that form. I had asked one question, which companies you are preparing for. So there are some students who have just written Amazon, Flipkart, okay, Netflix, Google, and Meta. So all these kind of companies, they want only those companies and they want to get selected in that. So all of you might be in one of these particular categories. Okay, but there is a step-by-step way to get into each one of these. Okay, there are some ABC things if which you do, you are going to get your first job. Okay, that is for sure. If you add some more points to it, then definitely you will get a package with a company with a package of 7 to 8 LPA. Then there are a lot of things which you need to do to get into these dream jobs or jobs specific to one particular domain or job specific of your or company specific of your choice. So guys, whenever you are aiming for Amazon or maybe Flipkart or Netflix or Google or all those kind of product based and top notch companies, you need to understand that you need to start at a particular point. Definitely you need to aim high, but you need to first check what is the roadmap to get there. Okay, so it is not a 1 day process or a 1 month process. It takes a lot of hard work and time to make sure you reach to that particular point to get into these type of mang companies. Okay, now just to move ahead. Okay, now this is the big question all of you are facing, right? Should I start my preparation now? Is it too early to start? Because some of you might be in your third year, you have just entered your third year. Some of you are in your second year. Okay, some of you have not even completed second year. You are just yet to enter third year. So you might think that it is too early. So I'll not comment anything on this right now. Let this be a question in your mind. At the end of the session, I'll ask you the same question looking and then you answer me whether it is too early to prepare for placements if you are a 2024 or 2025 batch student. Okay, so now I'll request Ajinkya to stop the chat, or if you are able to manage the chat, then you can keep it live, or else you can close it down and I'll continue with the session. Okay, yeah. So first and foremost, what we are going to do is we are going to check what are the various processes and rounds which are conducted by companies, okay, whenever they come for campus or off campus placements. Okay, so this is to just give you an idea what type of rounds are conducted. Okay, first and foremost, 99% of the companies are going to conduct aptitude test. Okay, which is going to consist of quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability. Now, many students might think that product-based companies don't conduct aptitude test, or companies offering higher packages don't conduct aptitude test. But let me tell you, companies like Goldman Sachs, they offer package of 18 to 20 LPA, but they conduct a very hard level of aptitude test in their campus hiring process. Okay. So aptitude test, quantitative aptitude, reasoning ability, verbal ability is a must for your placements. Okay. So currently I'm just giving you the various rounds. So this is not how you prepare. We are going to have a detailed session on how to prepare stepwise, stage-wise. Okay. Next is hands-on programming. So hands-on programming is nowadays becoming a very common round for all the companies. So you have to solve coding questions in your online test. Next is technical MCQs test. So basically technical MCQs are based on various program outputs. So there will be a program that it will ask you output, or code error spotting. There will be a code, you have to spot the error, pseudo code. So these are based on technical MCQ tests specific to IT companies. And then there are domain-based MCQ tests. So domain-based as in if you are appearing for a core company, maybe if you're a civil, electrical or mechanical student, maybe that particular core company might ask you questions based on your subject. So if you're a mechanical, it might ask you questions on thermodynamics or IC engines. If you're electrical, it might ask you questions on power systems or any other electrical subject or electronic subject. Okay. So that is domain-based MCQ test. So for CSIT also, there are domain-based MCQ tests because some companies conduct MCQs based on computer networks, operating systems, database management systems. So concepts are asked in MCQ format for in the domain-based MCQ tests. Okay. Then some companies conduct essay writing, paragraph writing. Wipro usually conducts that. Previous to COVID, there were a lot of group discussions. So maybe after COVID, if they come back to normal, then maybe there will be some group discussion rounds as well. Technical interview and personal interview. So not necessary that all the companies will conduct all of these rounds. So they will conduct any of these rounds. Okay. There are some offbeat rounds like game-based aptitude test, which Capgemini conducts. Okay. There are some offbeat rounds like SQL query writing. Okay. Cognizant, Gen-C, Elevate and Gen-C Next test usually has SQL query writing rounds. Okay. So there are some offbeat rounds conducted by some of the companies. So I won't go deep into that because it is specific to some company. But generally, one more thing you can do is you can take screenshot. Okay. Whenever you are going through this particular webinar, you can take screenshot and you can refer it later also. Okay. Now, how to start preparation. Okay, now before I come to this particular slide, let me just tell you how to start. It is basically divided into 4 stages. Okay, why I have divided into 4 stages, that also I will tell you. But first, let us focus on your stage 1. What you need to do in your stage 1. I have named it foundation. Okay. So the first very most important thing is your general aptitude preparation, in which you need to learn the concepts based on quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability. Okay. So what is quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability? If you, in your school days, if you have appeared for science Olympiad or specifically maths Olympiad or abacus or such kind of competitive exams, you might have come up across questions based on simple interest, compound interest, speed, distance, time, percentage, average. Such kind of questions come in quantitative aptitude. Okay, not definitely it will be a higher level than the school level. Just I want to give you an example if you have not seen aptitude questions before. Logical reasoning is seating arrangement or family tree, number series, letter series, directions, such kind of problems. Verbal ability, you will have questions based on maybe reading comprehension, sentence completion, grammar based questions. So that is comes under verbal ability. Now the thing is, guys, you need to learn the concepts, but along with that, you need to have the practice of solving a lot of mock tests. So many students who are there in their final year, they know all the concepts of aptitude. Okay, they know each and every formula, but they are not able to crack the aptitude test because they are not able to solve the question in the given time. Okay, the thing in aptitude test is not solving the question, but solving the question in the given time. One more very important thing you need to understand first is that aptitude test is not a selection round. Okay, aptitude test is a rejection round. Why basically I'm saying this is thousands of students or hundreds of students apply for a particular campus or off-campus drive, and companies cannot conduct interviews for all of them. And that's the reason they have formulated this particular round to eliminate mass number of students. And that's the reason there is a time boundary for each question or each section. And whenever you are going through aptitude concepts, once you learn the concept, solving the mock test, not 1, 2, but hundreds of mock tests to make sure you become perfect in solving. I'm not saying you need to get 10 out of 10, but at least you need to get 7, 8 or 9 out of 10 to make sure you crack the aptitude test. Okay. Next, programming languages. We recommend you to learn 2 programming languages, whatever your branch or stream might be. Okay, I have in the form which we had circulated, there were majority of the core branch students who were asking me how to get into IT companies, because they know that IT companies are offering higher packages. There were some students who were also saying that I am from mechanical, I want to work into core, but also tell me how to get placed into IT, because they want to make sure that if they don't get into core, they at least go into IT with a good package. Okay. So you might be from mechanical, IT, electronics, electrical, biotechnology, or any other branch. If you want to get into IT companies, then definitely you need to know programming language. Okay. And why to get into IT companies? Let me just come back to this particular slide. You can get your first job in core. If you are lucky, you can get a package of 7 to 10 LPA in core. But I have hardly seen people or students getting 20, 30 LPA in a core company as a fresher. Only I think the IT companies are capable of giving that package to freshers. So yes, if you want to work into core, you need to understand that the openings or the demand in the market is also very low. You can work for it. You can work for core, get placed. Definitely, it is not a bad thing. But you need to understand that you need to be very perfect in your particular domain whenever a campus is coming to your particular college. Okay. So not, I won't divert my attention right now. So what I was trying to say is, whatever might be your stream, try to learn at least 2 programming languages. One procedure oriented language, that is C programming, because it will help you to basically solve MCQ based questions and pseudocode based questions if you know C perfectly. And then one object oriented language, you can choose any one between C++, Java, and Python. Okay. Generally what happens, all the non-CS IT students, like the other branch students who are not computer science IT students, they tend to choose Python. Okay. But the thing is, whenever you are learning data structures and algorithms, Python is not recommended. Why? I will tell you. Because what happens is, in Python, you have got inbuilt functions and libraries. There is no logic which you can implement basically in DSA using Python. Generally what happens, whenever interviewers or coding rounds, basically interviewers ask DSA questions in interview, they expect the student to show them the DSA logic. Okay. And that can be only done in C++ or Java. If you go through Python, then definitely there is nothing to showcase or no logic to showcase basically. So Python is generally useful to learn the latest technologies like data science, machine learning, that kind of things. Python is very much useful. But for programming, I would recommend you to know at least C, C++, or Java, at least one of these languages. Okay. Next, you need to know, you to have knowledge of data structures and algorithms. Okay. All the service-based companies are also asking easy to medium level of DSA questions in their test and as well as interviews. Okay. So if you want to get placed with a package of maybe 3 to 8 LPA, you need to know DSA. You need to know DBMS, database management systems. Most of the companies have started asking. Okay. Soon, maybe for the 2024 batch, Infosys might launch their InfyTQ program, maybe in the next 2 to 3 months. Okay. And during the InfyTQ program, basically they allow only Python and Java. Okay. So you need to understand that such kind of opportunities are also there, which are sometimes language specific. Okay. So make sure that in the next 3 months, this opportunity is coming for past 3 years. So definitely this year also, there will be an opportunity by Infosys, wherein using the InfyTQ certification exam, they will select students for a package ranging from 4 to 9 LP, okay, or for all their 3 roles. So once it launches, we'll definitely give you a detailed information about it. So just to sum up, aptitude, concepts for a mock test. Now, when you come to programming language, learn concepts, solve programming statements, and solve company-specific programming statements. So once you understand a particular concept, you should check whether you are able to apply it while solving a coding problem or not. Okay. Database management systems and DSA is a must. You need to know that particular concepts as well. Now, if you are preparing for core companies, then you can go ahead and learn important subjects in your domain. Okay. So maybe if you are mechanical, check out which companies visit your particular campus and what knowledge they expect. Okay. So whether it is a thermal based company, whether it is an automobile company, whether it is a foundry, or whether it is a manufacturing unit, or whether it is a OEM, It depends totally on that which subject questions they are going to ask. So domain based concepts you need to learn if you are appearing for core companies. For computer science ID students, you need to have basic knowledge of all the subjects like operating systems and computer networks as well. Okay. And once you learn the concepts, there are a lot of MCQ based questions based on those particular subjects. Okay. Now, most important thing which comes in is personal interview, technical interview. Okay. Now, guys, just logically tell me in the chat. Okay. Whenever an interviewer is coming for a campus or an off-campus interview, is he going to come with a question bank that the first 10 questions I'm going to ask for the first candidate, the next 10 questions for the next candidate? Is he going to do that? Definitely not, right? So what exactly he is going to do? He is going to do two things. First thing, he will ask you some of the frequently asked questions in an personal or technical interview. Second, what he is going to do is basically he is going to ask you questions based on what you have answered. Okay. And third is he might ask some surprising questions if time permits. But the first two things, frequently asked questions and the questions which he will ask based on what you have answered. Okay. These are the most common questions which are asked in a personal or technical interview. Okay. Definitely, he is going to ask you questions based on your resume as well. But what I want to say is, if you know what to answer for the frequently asked questions, then it is easy for you to lead the interview. Now, let me tell you one very interesting thing. Okay. What is leading the interview? So suppose I tell you that you can make the interviewer ask the questions which you want. Now you might be surprised how we can do that. Definitely you cannot tell the interviewer, okay, ask me questions on this particular topic. No. So how to do that? Basically, first thing you need to do is whenever you are entering a technical or a personal interview, you need to have a very strong introduction and you need to plan a few 3 or 4 points which you are going to mention about yourself in your introduction. Okay. Maybe it is your internship. Maybe it is one of your projects. Maybe it is one of your technical or interpersonal skill. Now, when you confidently put these 3-4 points, okay, in your introduction, 99% of the times, the next question the interviewer is going to ask is definitely going to be on one of these points which you mentioned in your introduction. So if you talk about some internship or project in your introduction, he will ask you, okay, tell me something about this project. So what you have done, basically, you have answered your introduction question in such a way that the interviewer, you have made the interviewer ask the question which you want. Okay, so he will ask you question on your project. So it's very good, right? So instead of getting some random question, it is very good to get questions based on your resume or your project or the things which you have already done. Once you get question on your project, maybe you can answer that particular project question in such a way that the next 10 minutes will at least be discussed on the project. Okay. So what I trying to say is generally technical interviews go on for maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. For core technical companies which expect technical knowledge, they might go on for 1 hour as well. So it depends in this particular 1 hour, how you lead the interview, how you answer, what points you mention in your answers. So there are some frequently asked questions in personal interview, like introduce yourself. Okay, maybe what are your strengths? Okay, what is your long-term goal? Okay, why do you want to get into this XYZ company? So suppose if you are appearing for Amazon, why you want Amazon? Suppose you are appearing for TCS, why you want to get selected in TCS? Such kind of questions which are frequently asked. So if you plan your answers for frequently asked questions, it will give you a confidence and you will understand where the interview is going. Okay. Even for the technical interview, make sure that whatever points are mentioned in your resume, that on that points, if a interviewer asks you question, you should be able to answer. So for example, if you have mentioned one project or if you have mentioned one seminar you attended or a workshop you attended, interviewer can ask you question on that particular workshop or webinar, and you need to able to answer. You should be able to answer that particular thing. Okay. Now, after personal technical interview, the last thing which comes under stage 1, don't forget, we are currently under stage 1. Okay. So last thing which comes is your resume analysis. Now, what is resume analysis? This is not resume making. It is resume analysis that check, okay, take 1 hour, 2 hours or 3 hours time, check in the resume what are the things you can mention? What are the things which are currently there in your profile? Have you done an internship till now? Have you done any extra project or hobby project apart from your academic projects? I have seen final year students with only one project or no project. So that is really very surprising. So check today whether you have done any extra project, whether you have done internship, whether you have attended any workshops, whether you have participated in any particular technical competitions or technical things which go on in your college. Have you done at least some of the co-curricular and extracurricular activities? Guys, if you don't have things to put in your resume, then why the interviewer will ask you questions based on resume? Will start asking you some random questions because there is nothing to ask from your resume, right? So resume, analyze your resume today itself and check whether there are enough things to put and showcase your technical and interpersonal skills. Okay. So that is very, very important. Now, guys, whatever things we have mentioned, aptitude preparation, 2 programming languages, DSA, DBMS, personal interview, technical interview, and resume analysis. This is a part of your stage 1 foundation. Okay. So this is how you start basically. So you do not directly start solving Amazon coding questions, or you don't start directly solving Microsoft coding questions. I know you want to get in there. Maybe you want to get into Accenture, TCS, Digital, whatever company. Don't directly jump. Okay. Try to check if these all things you have already completed. Okay. And you have got enough time, guys. You have got nearly 1 year. Some of you have got 1.5 years. Okay. So you have got time to do this. Final year students don't have this time. They have already into placement. On campus placements are already getting over. They might immediately face off campus in the next 3 months. Okay. So this is stage 1. Now you can take a screenshot. Okay. Some I think crazy programming is asking PPT. Will you get PPT? I would say you can take screenshots. Okay. Now, what after stage 1? So next thing is your stage 2, which is profile building. Okay. Now you have done your resume analysis. Now from the resume analysis, you will understand, okay, what are the things which are less in your resume. Accordingly, you need to focus on building those, and you have got time. So suppose if you complete your stage 1, let us consider you start your preparation. Okay, guys, let me just ask you, do you think, tell me in the chat. Okay, I'll wait for your answer. Do you think you don't have time to prepare for placement right now? Just tell me in the chat. I'll wait for your answer. How many of you think you don't have time to prepare for placement right now? You have got assignments, midterms, your practical lectures. Okay, Shivam is saying no time. Yes. Okay, Prathamesh is ready to prepare. No time. Yes. Okay, many of you are thinking that you don't have time. Atul has plenty of time. Okay, great, Atul. Okay. So all those who are saying you don't have time to prepare for placement or you have got less time, I would recommend you to dedicate only 2 hours of your day for your placement preparation, and you can complete all of this in the next 8 to 9 months. Okay. I just want you to dedicate 2 hours, maybe morning 1 hour, evening 1 hour, or at night you can go for 2 hours, just 2 hours of your day, and you can go ahead. You need not currently focus with 4, 5, or 6 hours. Okay. Just 2 hours and you can do all of the things which are required. Okay. Now let us talk about stage 2, that is profile building. So guys, now most of the companies, or I would say all of the companies, are expecting students to have latest technology knowledge. Latest technologies, I mean to say, you need to have knowledge of full stack development. Okay. You need to have knowledge of any one of these at least. Okay. Not all. At least one of the latest technologies, maybe full stack, maybe data science, AI, machine learning, data analytics, cybersecurity, cloud computing, or any other latest technology you might know. You need to have at least knowledge of one of these technologies. Okay. It might be TCS Digital, Cognizant, okay, Accenture, all of the service-based companies who hire for 7 to 8 LPA, Infosys, they expect these particular skills if you want to get their higher package. So if you know, every of these service-based companies, they have got their 2 to 3 levels of packages. So they will have their base package of around 4 LPA. Then there is a mid-level package of 5 to 6 LPA, and there is a higher package of 7 to 8 or 9 LPA. Okay. So if you want to get into that 6 LPA plus package, then these all service-based companies are also going to expect you to have this particular knowledge of latest technologies. Okay. Next important thing to build your profile, you need to do extra projects. Okay. Not the projects which are compulsory in your academics or in your college syllabus, but you need to do extra projects apart from those projects. Okay. Because it is really surprising for some students who are in final year, they don't have projects at all. I don't understand what they have done in their first 3 years. Okay. So have projects, two types of projects. One are the projects based on programming. Okay. Maybe C, C++, Java or Python. Have some mini projects, medium level projects. Now, I'm not saying you need to do very, very difficult project, but at least easy and medium level projects can be done, or projects of your domain. So if you want to get into core, maybe you are from mechanical, civil or electrical, definitely you can do projects from your domain as well. Not necessarily you'd go into programming. Okay. Apart from these projects which are based related to your curriculum, try to have at least one project on latest technology. So maybe based on web development or full stack, maybe a small data science or AI ML project. So it will help you to make sure that you have a good profile. Next, try to get in internships. Okay, whether those are remote or office based, it does not matter. You need to have at least one internship. See, now many students ask that whether internship is mandatory to get placed. The answer is it is not mandatory, but it is it will give you additional advantage. So why advantage is needed? Because openings are less and students are more, right? So if there are 100 students and 100 vacancies, then definitely there is no need to do anything, because if you have just basic skills, you'll get selected. But here the scenario is completely different, right? There are 100 openings and there are 10,000 students. Okay. So definitely you need to have that advantage, and these kind of things like knowing a latest technology, having project on latest technology, having projects based on your domain or any programming language, those are going to create advantage. Internships are going to create advantage for you. Okay. Next, try to attend some of the technical workshops, webinars. I think your colleges might be conducting a lot of technical events. Okay, try to attend those. Try to attend those seriously, because if you attend and if you get a question during your interview, you should be able to answer about that particular webinar. Okay. And other co-curricular activities, because see, whenever you get into any multinational company, along with the technical knowledge, they are also going to expect some of the interpersonal skills. So interpersonal skills means team skills, or maybe problem solving skills. Okay, group skills. So these kind of skills are very important, and those can only be built or showcased when you're doing any co-curricular, extracurricular activity. So suppose you are a part of your organizing team of any particular event, then definitely you have to work with people. Okay, so definitely it shows that you are a person who can work in a group, and that's the reason other co-curricular activities are also important. So suppose I say that this particular stage 1 foundation, it will require you maybe around, I would say, 3 to 4 months. Okay. And this particular profile building, this will require another 3 to 4 months. Okay. So if you start your preparation right now, dedicating 2 hours, then by the end of March or April, you might have completed all of this. I'm saying daily 2 hours. Okay. So maybe you can take a break of 1 or 2 days in between, but 2 hours daily, if you dedicate, you can complete all of this. I'm not saying you'll be a master in data science, you'll be a master full stack developer. No, but at least you will have a decent level of knowledge, which you can showcase in your interviews. Okay. But what next? Okay. Now, next most important thing which comes up is the company specific preparation, that is stage 3. All the companies are having different type of expectations when it comes to their online test, when it comes to their interviews. Okay. Every company has different pattern, different sections. Okay. And preparing according to that particular company is very, very important. Now for you, when companies will start, maybe one exception is Infinity Q, maybe they will come in January or February, but most of the companies will start after April or May if you are a 2024 batch. Okay. Now guys, you imagine you don't start your preparation right now and you enter May or April, and then your training and placement officer tells you that this particular XYZ company is coming in next 15 days, please try to prepare for it. What you're going to do? You are directly start searching for those particular company questions. Now imagine a student who has already done this stage 1 and stage 2 in his last 6 months, and his college tells him there is a company coming in. He will be totally relaxed to prepare for that company because he is already good with his foundation. He has already built his profile. Now what he needs to do? He needs to just understand what is the pattern that company is following. What are the various sections that company test has? What are the type of questions they are asking? What is the level of difficulty they are asking? So how he'll do that? He will do that by checking all the previous year questions. So most of the companies, 99% of the times, their way of asking questions, level of difficulty, topics which they ask, they keep the same, or I would say they follow a simple trend over a few years. So if I say that maybe they can change their pattern, but whatever they want, the knowledge they want from the students remains the same. So last, I would say 3 years, Capgemini has been keeping the pattern same. So this is the 4th year, they have slightly changed the pattern. But their previous year questions are going to help the students who are preparing for Capgemini. Just I'm giving you an example. So that student will go through the previous year questions, solve company specific mock tests. Okay, because this is very important. You should check whether you are able to solve that company's question in the given time frame or not. Okay, next. So you understand the preparation pattern, creating preparation strategy. Now, what do you mean by preparation strategies? There are some companies. So if I consider Capgemini, okay, there is no quantitative aptitude in Capgemini. So if I understand that Capgemini is visiting my campus, why I would focus on quant at that time? I would focus rather on the sections which Capgemini is asking, right? So it depends on which company is visiting and which company you are preparing for whenever you are going to face placements. Okay, that is probably after 8 to 9 months. Okay, next. Understand the previous year technical interview and personal interview questions. Try to we at Talent Battle on our website, you'll find all of this material basically. Okay, so finding out technical or personal interview questions of a particular company, that is very easy. Okay, so you need to understand that. Now guys, most of the students, they think that interview preparation is nothing but just checking if you are able to answer a particular question or not, whether you are able to answer a particular project or not. But how will you check? You cannot check that in the final interview, actual interview, right? So that's why we recommend all the students to face at least one mock technical and one mock personal interview before their actual interview. Because in the mock interview, you are going to understand whether you are able to speak out that particular project, whether you are able to explain that particular project, whether you are able to convince the interviewer about your particular skill. Whatever mistakes you make, you will make in the mock interview and try to improve them in the actual interview. So mock interviews are very important. This year, we have got a lot of students who faced mock interview with us. And after the interview result, they understood that it was really great, or it was really helpful for them to face mock interview before actual interview. That's why 1-to-1 mock interview is very important. Okay, not just going through video experiences. That is not going to help. That is just going to give you information. You are not going to check yourself whether you are able to speak or not. Okay. Next is general information about the company. You need to have general information. Suppose you are appearing for XYZ company, whether it is service-based, product-based, what are the products, what are the services that company provides, where it is located, who is the CEO, such type of general information you need to have before you appear for any particular company's campus placement. And then resume making. So previously I told about resume analysis. Now resume making, content and format is very important, because if you have very good content but poor formatting, then no use of that particular content, right? Because the interviewer is not going to get, or you can say his attention will not get diverted towards some of the important points if the formatting is not proper. So preparing resume preparation you can do after profile building, because in profile building you will do all these things and then you have to put all of that in your resume. Okay. Now, just to take a pause and tell you what we are currently up to. Okay. We have completed your foundation. You have learned aptitude, programming languages, DSA, you know frequently asked personal interview, technical interview questions, you have done one internship, probably one latest technology, one or two projects. Okay, you have attended some of your activities, you have created your resume, you are preparing for a company. Now if you do these three stages, basically it will help you to get here. Okay, you will get a job with a CTC greater than 7 to 8 LPA. Okay, to get your first job, it is, guys, if you only do this particular foundation training and company specific preparation without latest technologies, you are going to get a 3 to 4 LPA package. Okay, but you need to do this well, you need to do this well. Okay, but if you want to get 7 to 8 or 9 LPA, you need to go with the latest technologies. Okay, now what about after that? Suppose I want a package of 10 to 30 LPA, 40 LPA. I want to get into Amazon. I want to get into Google. Okay, so what about those students? So that comes stage 4, that is getting a dream job or a dream company, I would say. Okay, most important thing, all of these companies are going to expect advanced DSA and SQL knowledge. Okay, competitive coding and participating in hackathons is a must if you want to get there. Now guys, imagine today you even don't know one programming language and you start with competitive coding. Is it the right thing to do? Definitely not, right? Because many students come up and they tell us that I want to do competitive coding, I want to get into product based companies. If we ask them two simple questions of programming concept, they don't know and they want to directly jump into product based companies. So try to follow a path. Once you complete these three stages, you will be at such a great confidence level. Then you can go ahead and do competitive coding, participating in hackathons, solving advanced DSA problems, advanced SQL problems. Then you need to focus on building higher level projects. Okay, building the projects of the domain which you want. So suppose you want to work in AI or data science or machine learning, build projects based on that, because all of these companies which offer 30-40 LPA or mang companies, basically they are going to check your projects, they are going to check your profile, like whether you are a 5-star rated coder maybe or a hacker rank. Okay, they are going to check your profile, they are going to, even I have included one point at the last, top notch LinkedIn profile. You need to have a lot of great LinkedIn profile to make sure you get noticed by these companies. Okay, I'll show one more thing. There are a lot of students who think that only IT students can get into Google. Google on themselves, on their careers page, they have written that they do not see the branch while hiring. So they don't want, they are saying that we will hire any branch student provided he has knowledge. That is clearly written on Google careers page, their official page. Okay, so don't think that you are from mechanical. Currently, just to give you an example, we have got some students who are working on full stack development. They are from mechanical and they are doing excellent in full stack development. Okay, and probably they will end up getting placed in the next 3 months. So these are the students who are from mechanical wanting to getting into IT. Okay, you need to face multiple job mock interviews if you are going to face these mang company interviews, because their level of interviews are very high. There are 2 interviews, 3 interviews, 4 interview rounds, and they are very deep level interviews. So you need to have practice of giving mock interviews. Whatever projects you are building, they should be there in GitHub. Okay, so it should be, you should have a GitHub link, you should have a GitHub profile, and all your projects should be there. Next, dream companies or mang companies have their own different hiring process. So they are totally hiring very differently sometimes. Okay, so you know, if you are from a tier 2 or tier 3 college, there are some opportunities which will open up for you for these mang companies off campus drives. So their hiring process is completely different. So you need to check out experiences of a lot of placed students. Okay, so generally when students get placed, we record their video interviews. So definitely if you follow our channel, you will get a lot of video experiences from students placed in various companies. Okay, now, so just tell me in the chat, I will just wait for 5 to 10 seconds and tell me in the chat, at least you have got some idea about what you need to do to prepare for placement. Just tell me in the chat. Okay, you want to see stage 1, 2 slide. Okay, you can take a screenshot, guys. Yeah, you can take a screenshot. Okay. I hope you have taken screenshot of stage 1 and 2. You can take screenshot of this. Okay. I'm happy that at least some of the students have got an idea about what they need to do. Okay. Now, guys, there are some frequently asked questions by students, which I'm going to cover. So having backlogs, pointer percentage is less. What should I do? So, guys, you have got time. Final year students, I can understand that they might lose on some opportunities because some companies might not allow them if they have got pointer less than 6 or less than 60%, or if they have got any live backlogs. But if you are a 2024 batch student, then you have got time to clear your backlogs, improve your pointer and percentage also. Okay, so don't think much about that. Also, now companies even like Accenture and Capgemini this year, they did not consider their 10th, 12th, and I think even Accenture did not consider graduation percentage. They were just expecting skills. Okay. So a lot of companies are coming out of that trend that considering 10th class percentage or 12th class percentage. But I would not say all companies, but at least see, even if you are whatever might be your criteria, some of you might be 60 plus everywhere, some of you might not be, you are going to get some opportunities for which you need to perform. So don't be on the point that I don't have 60% in 12th, then why I should prepare for placement. There will be opportunities for you as well. Okay. Next, a frequently asked question is, I am not from CSID background. Should I learn programming? Yes, you should learn programming already. We have checked whatever might be your stream, you should learn programming. I don't want to enter software company. I want to go for a core company job. What should I do? See, aptitude is going to be common. All the core companies are going to ask aptitude. Just the thing is that for your technical preparation, you need to focus on the subjects of your particular field. Okay. Companies don't visit my college. What should I do? A lot of companies are going to visit off campus. InfyTQ is open for all college students. Okay. All the companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, Cognizant, in the first semester of the final year, they come for on campus. In the next semester, they launch their off campus. So whatever might be your college, you are going to get off campus opportunities. So don't be under the impression from your seniors. Your seniors are telling you no companies come to our college, why you are preparing. Don't be under that impression. A lot of off campus companies visit, and they will allow students from all colleges. Okay. So basically, guys, just to ask you this, should I start preparation now or is it too early to start? Guys, if you check what all we have discussed, stage 1, 2, 3, 4, do you think all these 4 stages can be completed in just 2 to 3 months of preparation? 3 months to 4 months of preparation, you can get placed in a 4 to 5 LPA package company. But if you are dreaming for high, if you are dreaming for getting 8 LPA, 10 LPA or high level companies, you need to have dedicated preparation and profile building for 6 to 9 months at least. Okay. So if you think it is too early, then I would say you should not think of getting into high level companies right now. If you are serious about getting into good companies, you should start your preparation right now. Okay. So overall roadmap, if I say first aptitude, this is just in short, I would just like to summarize is aptitude preparation. Okay. You complete quant reasoning, verbal ability, then you go for programming. Okay. Programming would consist of DSA as well. Okay. Then you go for profile building and certification. So aptitude and programming, you can do it in first 3 months. That is the stage 1. Profile building, you can do in next 3 months. Okay. Soft skills like personal interview, question answers, essay writing, body language, interviews, that you can work on soft skills. Then you can prepare for company specific whenever you are on the verge of entering your final year, maybe April, May 2023. So you might be just ending your 3rd year and you might be entering final year. So company specific preparation you can do at that time. Give mock interviews. And last is iterate till success. So what does this mean? So it does not mean that you do all of these and there can be chance that you get rejected in the first company. I got rejected in my first company. Ajinkya got rejected in his first company. But you need to come back more stronger and get that, get placed, or I would say fight till you get that success. So iterate till success is you need to keep on doing this in your final year till you get placed. Okay. Now, I hope all of you are clear with whatever we have discussed. So how to prepare? That is a big question. So one very important announcement for all the 2024 batch students. We are going to start with a complete placement preparation live masterclass by Talent Battle, and the batch starts tomorrow. Okay, that is 23rd September 2022. We are going to start the batch especially for the 2024-2025 batch students who want to prepare using all those 4 stages which we have discussed. Okay, and that is going to be stepwise. Just to give you an idea, so what are the contents of complete masterclass? So we have got 400 plus hours of live and recorded both training for C, C++, Java, Python, DSA, DBMS, operating systems, computer networks. Okay. We have got 10 plus projects based on C, C++, Java, Python to improve your profile. We conduct mock interviews 1-to-1. Okay. So which are conducted by industry experts. Apart from that, we have got 500 plus hours of company specific live training. So here it is written recorded, but this is conducted live plus recorded. So some students can attend, if they are good with live, they can attend live. If you want recorded, you can go for recorded. These content remain with you for 2 years. So if you enroll now, it will be there till 2024. So after your engineering also 3 to 4 months, that particular content will be with you. Okay. We have got a 240 plus hours of full stack developer certification course. So this particular certification course is after this particular course, there is a capstone project. If you do that particular capstone project, we refer you to companies which are in partnership with Talent Battle. So that is for full stack, I would say. Okay. So if you complete that full stack, there are a lot of companies who are in touch with us who need full stack developers. But that will happen in your once you go through the final year. Okay. Apart from that, there is 250 plus hours of data science, machine learning, AI, and data analytics course, which will again improve your profile. We are in partnership with TCS Ion. So you get a 10 days remote internship by TCS Ion with certificate, which is absolutely free with this particular masterclass. Okay. So in TCS Ion, you can do a 10 days internship, which is a remote internship. Okay. So it is not in office internship. It is a remote internship, which you can do. Apart from that, there are 15 plus real-time projects based on latest technologies. So in stage 3, I had told you, right, there should be some projects based on C, C++, Java, Python, and some projects based on latest technologies. So all this is included in the complete masterclass. Okay. So which companies it will help you to prepare for? So these are all the list of companies masterclass will help you prepare for. Okay. So TCS, Wipro, Infosys, Infosys, Accenture, Cognizant. You can check all the companies listed over here. You can take a screenshot and later on check. Okay. Next. These are the technologies you are going to learn once you enroll for masterclass. So right from C, C++, SQL, NumPy, Pandas, R programming, a lot of things, latest technologies. These are the latest technologies which you are going to learn. Okay. Yeah. So just to give you some more idea. So this is a certificate which you get once you complete any particular course on Talent Battle. So whether it is C, C++, Java, Python, or data science, machine learning, any course you complete, you get this particular certificate. So this is a sample certificate. This is the certificate of internship by TCS Ion. So once you complete your internship with TCS Ion, you get this certificate from TCS Ion as well. So this is all for profile building. Okay. Next, I'll just give you a detailed masterclass roadmap or timeline. So how it is going to start. So tomorrow we are going to start. In the first phase, we are going to check out with the aptitude training and programming languages training. So at the end of each phase, there is a test series which will be for technical as well as aptitude to make sure whatever you have learned in that particular phase, it is completed. So for 1 month, we are going to first focus on aptitude and programming language. So either the programming language will be C, C++, Java, or Python, whatever is your choice. Next, phase 2 starts from 23rd October onwards. So there we are going to start with DSA. Okay. So aptitude training will again resume, but you will be facing DSA training at that time. Phase 2, again, test will be there after the end of phase 2. Now, in phase 3, what we are going to do is, along with programming languages, we are going to also have training for operating systems, computer networks, and DBMS preparation. So this will help you to at least cover all the important things which are there in the stage 1, which we have discussed. So by the end of December, basically you would be good in 2 programming languages, aptitude. So that will be covered for you. And from January, you can start building your profile. Okay. So you can either do a full stack course, which is there on your dashboard. So you get a dashboard once you enroll. Okay. Data science, machine learning, you can do or you can do mini projects. You can do projects based on latest technologies. You can do internship as well. So I have written here, you can do internship as well. Okay. Next, in phase 6 in May, if required, you can do additional projects. See, what we are going to do is we are going to do include a lot of projects in masterclass. So even if you do 2 projects, if you want to do more, then also we should be able to do that. Okay. So some students might do 2, some students might do 5, depending on how much time you can dedicate to do those projects. Okay. Next, what will happen after that? Once you complete all of this, once you enter your final year, we are going to start with company specific training. Okay. So company specific trainings are also conducted live. Whatever I mentioned, aptitude, programming, DSA, everything is conducted live. Recording of each and every live session is there on your dashboard. So if you miss, you will be able to watch the recording. And classes will be conducted 4 to 5 days a week, around 2 hours daily. So that's what I said. You just dedicate me 2 hours and you can complete all of these in the next 6 to 9 months. Okay. So you can join the masterclass. I think Ajinkya, you can post the link in the chat box. Okay. So that students can join. There is a 15% discount coupon code as well. And the validity of this particular masterclass is 2 years. So whatever content you get it for 2 years. Validity of this discount code is till 11:59 p.m. today, because we are starting with the new batch tomorrow itself. So tomorrow at 6 p.m. we are going to start with the live classes. If you are interested, definitely you can enroll. If you have got any particular question, you can ask in the chat as well. Now, I have completed whatever I wanted to cover from my side. Okay. So you can just let me know if you have got any questions regarding placement preparation, any questions regarding talent battle.
Amit, please cover the doubts related to validity, duration, so students will get idea about it.
Okay. So see, duration of the class, I have told you that this current class will work for next 9 months, I would say. Okay. Or I would say more than that till your placement. First 3 months, so September, October, November, December, I would say September is over now. October, November, December will be working on aptitude and programming and DSA. Jan, Feb, March will be for your profile building. You can do any latest technology or internship or projects. After April, once you enter your final year, we'll be having company specific preparation for whichever company comes for your campus or off campus. Okay. So that goes on in your final year. So suppose you appear for Virtusa, you face training for Virtusa. Suppose if you get placed, well and good. If you don't get placed, you prepare for next company. Capgemini comes in, we conduct training for Capgemini. So whichever company, there are 30 plus companies which training will be provided to you on your dashboard. So whichever company you want to prepare, that material will be there on your dashboard. So that is what happens basically. Once you enroll for this particular course, you need not refer to any other book, YouTube video, any other platform, because what happens is in the flow of searching for free material, you lose your time, you lose the direction, you lose, I would say, you don't get the path actually. So that's the reason basically we tell students to enroll for masterclass. Is this help us preparing for product-based companies like Amazon, Flipkart, and Google, Microsoft also? Yes, but not directly. So tomorrow, if you enroll and tell me that let's start training for Google, we won't allow you to do that, because already we have discussed what is the path we are going to follow. We are going to conduct stage 1, 2, 3, and then we are going to jump in for the dream companies. So if you are well versed with 1, 2, 3, then you can start with your stage 4 preparation. Okay. So keep that in mind. Basic programming. Okay, I'll tell you, even if you are zero in programming, you don't know what is hash include in a C or a C++. Okay, still you can get placed in a 7 to 10 LPA package using our training. And we have already done that a lot of times. Okay, because we do it from basic to advanced and not just teach you just you can say at a higher level. We go from basics to all the students who are from non-IT or you're from IT but don't know coding, will go from very low level. Okay. If exams, how we can manage? Okay, what happens, I will tell you. So if you miss any particular lecture, series of lectures due to your exam, you can later on watch the recordings. We have special dedicated Telegram groups for doubt clearing, or you can even call our mentor as well. So in the groups, you can post whatever doubts you get, and our mentor, our trainers will be helping you out with that particular doubt. Okay. Let me just show you one particular thing. one more important thing, guys. So suppose you are not following us on Instagram, then make sure that you follow us on Instagram, because already we have made a page specially for our 2024 batch students. Okay. So more than 15,000 plus students are following us. Here we update about a lot of internship opportunities. So AMD was hiring interns. Shell oil company, that was hiring interns. Okay. Before that also you can check over here. Salesforce was hiring, Microsoft was hiring. So a lot of companies, we internship updates, along with we also updates a lot of tips and tricks. So here are some of the must do coding questions, multiplication trick, company specific questions also we update, some of the reels to give you some daily insights about placement. So a lot of things are done over here. So make sure you follow. Ajinkya, you can even share the Instagram page link. One more thing I would like to share. So this is the masterclass page basically. So here is the summary of what all we do basically. Okay, what are the things which are covered in masterclass? So the fee is 5899 for a 2-year subscription, but you can get a 15% discount since Ajinkya has already shared the coupon code. Okay, so these are some of the students who have already got placed. Here, guys, you can check the feedback of our past students. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay, so this is one of the feedback. He's a mechanical student and he is learning full stack. And the first project he had posted on LinkedIn. So here is one student who got placed in BMC software with a package of 12.5 LPA. This is a placement for TCS Ninja. Okay. Placed in Accenture in first attempt. This is a student who got placed in HHA Exchange with 9 LPA package and also in Reliance Jio with 5 LPA. So this student got placed in Capgemini with 7.5 LPA. Okay. Again, this student has got placed in 9 LPA Oracle. Okay, so that student was there. So a lot of students do post it to us and then we post it on the story. Accenture in first attempt. This is a student who got placed in HHA Exchange with 9 LPA. Can I join masterclass after 5 days? Yes, you can join after 5 days, no issue. But you can watch the recording of the first 5 days because we are going to start with the lectures tomorrow. Okay. Sir, can you please tell how to prepare for aptitude? See, guys, what I have done currently in this particular session is I have given you one particular roadmap to prepare. For each of the sections, like how to prepare for aptitude, it would be, I would say, we would be conducting a special session on that as well. Okay. Okay. Once again, I will repeat, guys. Okay, so we are starting with the live masterclass batch from tomorrow, and the discount code which I had shared previously, that would be valid till 11:59 p.m. today. Tomorrow 6 p.m. We are going to start with the session. A fee for masterclass is 5899, but you'll get 15% discount on that. Ajinkya, just post the fees once. I think some of the students are only there on chat. You can also post the discounted fees as well so that they get an idea. Akash, you can just get in touch with our team and we can check what we can do. Ajinkya, you can even post in the WhatsApp number on which they can get in touch with us if they have any further queries. So all those who are interested to join, if you have got any further queries, you can just WhatsApp us. Okay, Ajinkya will post the WhatsApp number in the chat. And even if you want, you can have a call with our mentor before you join. And he will help you out with any queries if you have related to masterclass. Okay. Demo of dashboard of masterclass. Okay, let me check.
Amit, I have shared you demo ID in the chat box.
Okay, let me check.
Or should I share a demo till then?
No, I'll just share it. Okay, is my dashboard visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, so Pratik is asking, can we choose both data science and full stack or only one? You can do as many courses as you want, which are there with you in the masterclass package. So if you want to do data science, you can do that. After that, if you want to do full stack, you can do that. Only thing is that you need to have that much time, you need to dedicate it, because full stack, it is not just a simple course, guys. It is a 250 hours of course which we run over 6 months, and we give assignments on each and every technologies. There are projects on small projects on each and every technology which students learn, and there is a capstone project. So definitely you can learn multiple technologies whatever are assigned. So once you enroll, you get this particular dashboard wherein a lot of announcements are done over here. Here are all the mock tests which are provided to you. Okay. So topic wise aptitude test, TCS, LNT, DXC, TCS digital, technical subject wise test series, Capgemini, okay, Wipro, Accenture, Infosys. A lot of tests are updated over here. Here are some of the technical courses: C, DSA, C++. So if you go into suppose C++, here you will get all the videos, okay, all the modules. So if you go here, you can watch the videos. So for each of the videos, there is a document. So these are some of the technical courses: DBMS, full stack developer, mini projects, okay. Separate coding sessions for non-CSID students, company specific training, okay. Infosys, Cognizant, Accenture, LTI, DXC, all the company specific lectures are here. So here, if you want to learn aptitude from basic to advanced, extra practice questions. So if you just check, guys, I'll click here. So these are all the topics of aptitude. All, if you do this much, I don't think you need to refer any other thing. All aptitude topics are covered over here. Now, first, this, if you go to percentage, here are concepts and problems of percentage. Okay. Now, if you complete this video, then what you can do is you can come in and solve extra questions as well. So if I go here, extra practice questions, then on percentage, you will find so many extra practice questions. Let me show you. See, so many practice questions only on percentage. Okay. So each of the topic has extra questions. There is some English communication course also, wherein if you are very, very weak in English, you don't know anything of grammar, here tenses. Okay. So see here, simple tense, sentence formation. Those students who are really very weak, for them, this particular course is there. Okay. Question tags, degrees of comparison, active voice, passive voice, communication skills, what are the various email writing, cover writing, everything is covered over here. Now, one more important thing: personal and technical interview and resume preparation course. So all the personal interview questions are covered: essay writing, resume making session, technical interview. So guys, once you enroll for this, I'll just tell you, once you enroll for this, you need not search for any other platform or free videos or anything. You just invest in the best thing which is available, and you will be getting a good roadmap along with good material to get placed in the companies which you are aiming for. Exactly how many time required to complete full stack development course? So it is a 250 hours of course, guys, full stack development, apart from project. Okay, so just the course lectures are for 250 hours. So it depends on how many hours you dedicate. So suppose if you dedicate 4 hours daily, so you can divide 250 or 240 by 4, right? So that many hours basic, that many days you are going to require for getting or completing that particular course. So it will be around 60 days. So you can say 2 months if you study 4 hours daily. So it depends on how many hours you give. Tell me more about project building. So we'll have a separate session for how to build projects, how to think about project ideas. Okay. So we'll have a separate session, Rajendra. I have made some minor projects based on Python, like stock prediction, games, etc. Is this kind of project okay to put in resume? Definitely, Samiksha, because this kind of projects, everyone is not going to do these extra projects, right? So if you do this kind of projects and put it in resume, then you will stand out in the crowd and it will help you improve your profile. But the thing is, if you get any questions related to these particular projects, then you should be able to answer and tell how you have built. So it should not happen that someone else has built and you are putting it in the resume. So if you have done it by yourself, it is great thing, you can put it. What is the timing? So timing is generally 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. live lectures. Okay, tomorrow at 6 p.m. we are going to have our first lecture. Consider this as an investment for your future. I won't say it is a fee which you are putting in. And one more thing, guys, if you are ready to dedicate 100%, then only join this course. Okay, don't waste your parents' money just because we are telling you to purchase a course. Ask yourself whether you want to get placed. Are you going to put in your 100% dedication? Then only join the course, because we would be happy to put in our 200% in the students who are taking more interest to build their profile. Okay. So yes, so I think we'll end this particular session. Ajinkya, just put in the WhatsApp number once again, so that students who have got queries, and if any of the query has remained unanswered, you can ask us on WhatsApp, or you can just search Talent Battle 2024 on Instagram, and you can ask us questions on Instagram as well. Okay. So thank you guys, and see you all in the next webinar, because we are going to conduct a lot of such webinars which will be helpful for all of you. So thank you, and see you once again.